Guys, it's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today the Los Angeles Lakers beat the New Orleans Pelicans 110-106 in the NBA play-in tournament. The Los Angeles Lakers, who finished the season as the 8th seed in the Western Conference, and the New Orleans Pelicans, who finished the season as the 7th seed in the Western Conference due to the Pelicans having 2 more wins than the Lakers did and 2 less losses. They now switch spots for right now, at least. The Lakers are not changing. They're at the 7th seed. That's not going to change. They're gonna become the 7th seed. They're gonna play the Denver Nuggets in the first round of the playoffs. So a rematch of this is gonna be exciting. A rematch of the Western Conference Finals. Now the Pelicans, who are now the 8th seed, there is a chance they might not stay at that 8th seed because they will play the 9th seed Sacramento Kings on Friday. And if the Kings win that game, they would become the 8th seed. And the Pelicans would go all the way from the 7 to the 9 seed if they potentially lose to the Kings on Friday. I'm excited for the Kings-Pelicans game on Friday. I think it's going to be a great game. Zion or no Zion, I thought there was a couple weeks ago, it was it was the Thursday before the season ended. Last Thursday, these two teams, the Pelicans and Kings, played each other. It was a good game. I mean, Pelicans didn't have Brandon Ingram. It was a good game. Well, both teams were scoring the basketball really nice. I really enjoyed watching the Pelicans-Kings last Thursday. I think it's going to be a good matchup on Friday for one team season to end, and the other team will make it into the playoffs and face the Thunder in the first round. Let's get to the Lakers, though, because they win this game. They will match up against the 2 seed Denver Nuggets. It's going to be a hard matchup for the Lakers, and I was thinking that maybe the Lakers would have potentially, lost this game on purpose, which is something weird to think about, and avoid playing the Nuggets. But honestly, you're potentially dooming yourself just because of the fact that if you intentionally lost this game, if you lost another game, there is no playoffs. And this is the truth, 100% the truth. Even if you avoided the Denver Nuggets in the first round, you're still going to have to play them and beat them at some point in the playoffs. You might as well get it over with, whether if you're going to beat them or you're not going to beat them. Get it over with, because you can go the easy route and avoid playing them, be the 8th seed, potentially play the Thunder, that's also taking a huge risk. Maybe you beat the Thunder, maybe you don't. Then you either play the Clippers or the Mavericks. Let's say you make it all the way to the Western Conference Finals, potentially going to the 8th seed and beating the Thunder, beating one of the Clippers or the Mavericks, which I think the Lakers are capable of potentially beating the 3 of those teams in a 7-game series. The team you're most likely going to have to match up against in the Western Conference Finals would be the Denver Nuggets. So you're going to have to deal with them at some point. Might as well deal with them in the first round. I think it's going to be a very entertaining series. I do not see the Denver Nuggets sweeping the Los Angeles Lakers again. I think this Lakers team has a lot more chemistry and talent than they did last year against the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. I think it's going to be a good series. I see the Lakers. I don't see the Lakers taking down the Nuggets at all in the series against the Nuggets, but I could see the Lakers taking it to 5 or 6 games or potentially 7 games, potentially. I think it's going to be a great series against Denver, and I think LA has a lot better chance against matching up against the Denver Nuggets than the New Orleans Pelicans would, in my opinion. But, yeah, I think the Pelicans would have got swept by Denver or lost in 5 games, while the Lakers, I could see them taking Denver to 6 games or potentially 7, but at the least 5. I don't see them getting swept by Denver again. So let's get into this game, though. The Lakers win 110-106. LeBron scores 23 with 9 rebounds and 9 assists. They also got 20 points and 15 rebounds from Anthony Davis. So AD has a double-double with 3 blocks against his former team, shoots 6 for 16. And LeBron on the other end nearly had a triple-double with 23, 9, and 9. shooting 6 for 20 and 1 for 5 from 3 and 10 for 10 at the free throw line. They also had a very excellent performance from D'Angelo Russell with 21 points and 6 assists. He shot amazing from 3 in this game, shooting 5 for 11, made 5 out of the 14 threes for the Lakers in this ballgame, shot 7 for 14 from the floor. Also 16 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds from Austin Reeves, who shot 5 for 11 in the game. Rui Hachimura had 13 points in this ball game. All starters were in double figures. Hey, even Gabe Vincent showing a strong performance in this one, feeding off of his postseason last year. Remember how good Gabe Vincent was last year in the postseason for the Miami Heat? He's continuing he's starting off on a good way to this year's postseason. 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 for 6, and 2 for 4 from 3. Gabe Vincent had a very, very good series against the Denver Nuggets in the NBA Finals last year. Was very solid, starting for the Miami Heat at point guard in that NBA Finals series. Now he will match up against the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs again. This time he will be coming off the bench unless any injuries happen to the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm excited to see what we get from Gabe Vincent in the series against the Denver Nuggets, because I think Gabe Vincent is a very good player to have in the playoffs. He's a good defensive player. He's a good three-point shooter. He's a really good point guard as well, decent facilitator. I'm really excited to see what he could potentially bring in to this Lakers team in this series. We'll see. But for the Pelicans, the tough news, Zion Williamson does get hurt in this game, but he was having one of his best games of his career before this before he got hurt. If not one of his best games of his career, one of the best games of his whole season. 40 points, 11 rebounds, 17 for 27, 0 for 1 from 3, 6 for 9 at the free throw line. Zion was playing great basketball today. He also had 1 steal and 1 block. 11 points from Brandon Ingram with 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Ingram just didn't play that great, but Ingram was playing on a minute restriction with 25 minutes, 4 for 12. They're going to need Ingram to play a lot more minutes as Zion is not good to go on Friday. That is what I will say. 10 points from Herb Jones with 2 steals and 4 for 7, 2 for 4 from 3. 4 points and 10 rebounds for Jonas Valanciunas. 9 points for CJ McCollum, who had been playing excellent basketball before this game. Shot 1 for 9 from 3 in this game. That really hurts them. But they also got a total of 32 bench points from the following players. Trey Murphy III had 12 points. He's been shooting excellent for this Pelicans team recently. 5 for 10 and 2 for 6 from 3 today. 10 points for Jose Alvarado, though, with 7 assists. He looked really good for New Orleans. And then a double-double with 5 assists. 10 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists for Larry Nance Jr. in 28 minutes. He looked good. I mean, a lot of these Pelicans players looked good. We'll look at, I'll talk about the following players. Guys like Herb Jones and Zion Williamson, Larry Nance Jr., and Jose Alvarado and Trey Murphy III. Those 5 guys right there did an excellent job for the Pelicans in this game. But if you look offensively, the following guys like CJ McCollum and Jonas Valanciunas and Brandon Ingram were a bad part to this team today. And I think those 3 guys right there that I just mentioned, Jonas Valanciunas, who again only played 20 minutes in this ball game, but guys like Jonas Valanciunas, Brandon Ingram, and CJ McCollum need to be better for the New Orleans Pelicans in this next game to keep their season alive against the Sacramento Kings on Friday. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.